Hi, my name is Lee, and I wanted to give you a little peek into my journey in throat cancer and what happened to me and how I kind of survived it so far. Anyway, I have something called squamous cell carcinoma of the right tonsil, and it's been about a year since I started feeling something, but I didn't get anything taken care of until June. I was losing weight. People were noticing it, and I just thought it's because I was working hard and stuff like that. But I did have a sore throat back in November, and I went to the ER. I live on an island. I live in Kauai, and it's kind of hard to get doctor's appointments here. And my doctor is slowly phasing himself out to retirement, so it's kind of tough that way too. But anyway, I went to the ER, and they checked me out and said, "Oh, it was nothing." They gave me some antibiotics, and I went home. But it started getting worse around February, May. And in May, I started feeling like I had a sore throat on the right side. My cancer was over here on this side of my mouth, on my right side. And I still have my tonsils. I had them, I was going to get them out when I was a kid, but I didn't. But that's actually where it started. And it had a really bad sore throat, really hurt. And it just progressed. And I started feeling a little lump underneath my tongue. Then I started getting sharp pains in my jaw. And right here, it just felt like somebody was taking an ice pick or pencil and just jabbing me like this. I had a headache for almost 3 months that radiated from here to here and into my shoulders. And so I needed to take care of it. So anyway, by May, my headache started making me feel like I had a hangover all day. And it just wouldn't stop radiating. So on May 30th, I tried to get another doctor's appointment. And I knew that everything was getting bigger. And anyway, I couldn't go see him, so I ended up going to the ER again on the 12th of June. And that's where the doctor looked inside my mouth, and the whole back inside of my mouth was purple. And he knew right away what it was. So anyway, he did some tests and stuff like that and came back and said, yeah, you need to go see your regular doctor. You have throat cancer, and it's just kind of spiraled from there. But what I want to talk to you about more than anything else is the care and feeding of yourself, because they give you a little book, and it doesn't tell you it tells you to mix stuff. It doesn't say the proper amount, this, that, and the other. It doesn't tell you what you really need. So I have a little list here that I made up, and I just wanted to show you basically how to use everything. And I've got a bunch of papers, so I'll make them so you guys can read them a little later on. Today I'm just going to show you how to use a feeding tube. It's called a G-tube, a gastronomic tube that they place inside my stomach. And my doctor said you should get it before your throat closes up on you, and it's hard to get down because you have to insert it through here and pull it out through your belly. This isn't a pretty sight. I've lost 1/3 of my body weight since this has happened because I didn't know how to feed myself correctly. Everybody was wonderful. They're all my guardian angels. I love them all. But because they haven't gone through this, they have no clue. So I'm making this so anybody else that comes into this is going to be able to not lose as much weight as I did. Okay. And I actually found out that one of my best friends from high school had throat cancer twice, and I kept this to myself, and then finally I put it on Facebook that I was going through some hard times, and he came back and said that he started using Ensure, the drink mix, and he said he only lost 9 pounds, and I'm like, what? I've lost 50. So and I'm not that big to begin with, So anyway, from the hospital you get a bunch of different things. You get a beaker like this, and it's got all the different, I think it's in cc's and stuff like that, so you can measure everything and stuff. They give you so I had a a little thing that came with the syringe and just a little booklet and stuff like that. But I also found out these syringes actually get stuck and you can't use them to put in your G-tube. I don't know if you guys even know what a G-tube is, but you're going to find out. Get it. If he says get it, get it. Because my throat, 2 weeks after I got it, I couldn't eat. I couldn't eat food. But I didn't, like I said, I didn't know how to mix this stuff. So you're going to need the supplement drinks. Like these. This one, Sure Plus, has 350 calories. This is what they give you from the hospital. It only has 220. And then there's one that's a plant-based one that's only 200 calories. That's not enough to keep you going. You need at least 1,400 calories. So if you get the little Ensure ones, the ones that say Ensure Plus, there's two different sizes, there's a taller one too. Then this will get you through it. The other thing is, you need to have 6 bottles of water a day to keep hydrated. I was put on oxycodone, and it clogged up my system. So there's a lot of little things you got to do. But like I said, today I'm just going to show you how to mix the stuff and get it into your stomach. Okay, it's a little gross, I think, for some people, but if you don't do it, you're not going to make it. Okay. So here we go. A little box here. So what you need to do is you take your beaker, okay, you take your Ensure and shake it up because it's thick, okay. It's kind of like a milkshake. There's 3 different flavors. They have a vanilla, they have a strawberry, and they have a chocolate. I found out by putting them in the tube, you can't taste any of them, but when you burp, you can taste it, okay, which is, it just kind of got gross. So I just had the no flavor ones because it didn't matter. The first thing that I ran into, I'm going to open up my shirt first, I guess. First thing I ran into was the tube that they gave me was not the one that they showed me in the doctor's office. And I knew it immediately. I'm an engineer, and I knew that what they gave me wasn't going to work, and they had to find something for me. Okay, so this also is a PEG tube. This is what they put into you. It's got a line going right up into my vein for my throat. This is where, when I'm taking chemotherapy, they put the needle in here so they don't have to do it in my arm all the time and stuff like that. And it doesn't hurt. You know, it goes right in, and it goes right directly to where they're trying to get it. So it might be on this side, it might be somewhere else. This is where they put it on me. Also, I have my feeding tube. Sorry. This is a concealed carry case. So I'm a little bit vain. I don't want people to know that I have this thing on, you know, because it will stick out. So I got a concealed carry case. These cost about $5, and I just put it inside there. So this is my thing. Okay, it's about 13 inches long. Anyway, I just wanted to show you this, but I'll talk about more about it later. Okay. I'm sorry, I don't know how to do this kind of stuff, but so shake it up. Pour it in here. Try to keep the bubbles out. So just turn it sideways and pour it slow. Bubbles make you burp. Okay. I'm going to show you the difference between 2 things. One is you can put it in without any thinning of it, but it takes too long. Okay, so this is a tubing. See, it goes right directly into my stomach. Okay, you have to clean here all the time just to make sure it doesn't leak. They also give you something called a split sponge. See a little split in it right there? And you just pull it right over the top of the tube, and it just holds there in case you got any kind of leakage and stuff like that. You can actually adjust this in and out so it's comfortable for you too. This right here is a flow flow gauge, when you pop it open, things go in it. If it pops open, it'll also come out of it. So you got to watch that. All day long, I just reach down and feel if it's clicked. If it's clicked, you know it's locked, okay? But I only got a couple sponges. So what I did is I ended up buying a whole box of them, just in case, okay? And I didn't use a lot of them, but still. Okay, so the first syringe that they gave me was, where is it? I'm sorry. One like this, okay? And my tip on mine actually is threaded like this. So it didn't work. When I got it, when they showed it to me, I said, okay, you show me how it's going to work. And they couldn't. So luckily I had one nurse who was smart, ran downstairs and said, they have an adapter. So they got me this adapter, okay? And you put it on there, twist it into place, and then this fits inside it, okay? So you want to put everything through here to get it through the tube to get it into your stomach, okay? That's what you want to do. But I couldn't find what I needed anywhere on the island. So it was on Oahu, actually. And I got a hold of the people and said, look, I need one with a twist top on it. So I've got this one, okay? This is what it comes like. And actually, I'm using the box right now, full of syringes, to show you how to do this. Okay, so anyway, put this on here like this. Twist it on. It doesn't leak. It won't fall. I saw a guy when I first went into the infusion center for the chemo part, and he had one of the other type, and somebody called him on the phone. He tried to grab it as he was trying to pour some stuff in there. He was feeding himself at the clinic, and he let go of it, and it just drained all over him. And I went like, I'm not going to do that for me. Anyway, so this is what I'm going to show you around. This is without mixing any water with it. Okay, but water you need. You got to have it, right? So you pour it in here. I'm not going to do a lot because I'm not going to take a lot of time. And then you open up the clip down here at the bottom, okay? You always got to make sure that this is up in the air. You can see it slowly going in there. See how it's slowly turning pink? So try doing this with the whole bottle for an hour. No, it's not going to take that long, about 25 minutes. Anyway, you can see it's not going through. So they give you this so you can plunge it through. Okay, so every time you do this, it'll go in. See? Goes down quicker, 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 quicker. Okay, so the problem is with this is you get a lot of air in your stomach, burping all day. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to lock it off. I'm going to leave this on here, and I'm going to show you what to do with this. Okay, so what we're going to do is, it's marked about 200 right now. So I'm going to bring it up to about 350. How's that? Okay, 350. Again, you don't want to get a lot of bubbles in there because I know you don't understand it yet, but the burping is terrible. It's all day long and it's just gross and it's offensive to some people. Okay, so anyway, get one of these things, okay, to, do your mocha coffees or whatever. Put it in here, put it down deep, okay, so you don't get the bubbles. You can see. Okay, just get it to mix good. This is what the difference is, okay, because when you get in here and you're getting weak, I also do this in the bathroom, so I have a sink so I can wash and rinse things real quick. The other thing you're going to need when you're in the bathroom doing this, also, when you go to pull this thing back up, it's going to want to suck the stuff back out. So it does have an area on this side for medication to go into. So if you open this up, it relieves the pressure, and then you can take this out, okay, without making more of a mess. But you got to put it back on. Okay, now you're going to see the difference immediately with doing this. I can come in here and feed myself in a few minutes. Okay, gonna undo the lock again. See the difference? I don't need to use a syringe. It's going down. But you can see the bubbles in there. I mean, you're gonna get some bubbles, but... So just hold it up high. The higher you hold it, the better it goes in. When it gets down to about there, I do it again. So you need to do this with the Ensure at 350 at least 4 times a day, maybe 5. Now they call them boxes. They actually have the stuff that you can actually mix. It's powder. But if you get this clogged, I was actually buying, I don't really need to do the whole thing, but I'm going to. You can buy different things like this kind of stuff for kids. It'll go in there. Just don't get too many chia seeds in there because it'll clog it up. They also have one for adults. There's a beef one and there's a turkey one you can get. And but you got to blend them in a blender. So I actually have a little small blender grinder right here that I was using at first. Then I got freaked out thinking if it gets stuck, and the food gets stuck in there, then what am I going to do? You're going to have to take it out and put a new one in. And the way they take it out is they pull. Okay, now see how it's still going down? Okay, well, I'm just going to call this a day because you guys don't need to watch it all go away. But at the last part, I plunge it a little bit, and then I put water in it again. Okay, so you want to clean your tube out every day anyway, just to make sure you're clean. So what I do is I pour it up to here, just to get the bubbles down it. See how quick it goes down? Before it gets to the end again, just for no air, I put a second one in there. Then I plunge it when it gets down to the bottom. You can hear when, and you can actually see in the tube where everything is. It's nice and clean. I'm done. Okay? Then what I do is I rinse it a little bit. I also have some brushes that nobody told me about either. So if you have a brush this size for painting, you can get them at Ace Hardware. You can get them anywhere. It fits right inside here. Okay? So put it inside there. Clean it out a little bit. You know, the last thing that went through there was water. Okay, then I rinse it again. Put the top on it. This part's done. Okay, so then I always have a sponge in here, okay, to clean it. I also have this size bristle brush that goes inside the syringe. It's right inside there. Okay, and I always have some dishwashing soap. So I put it on the sponge, I put it on this, I rinse everything, I clean everything. Then I get a paper towel, rinse it all off, or dry it all off, and put it back in this little container. Okay, and that's how I store it. So I hope this helps a little bit. We're gonna go back and look at it, and if this is okay, I'll keep it. If not, make a new one. Anyway, good luck to everybody. I'm gonna put more stuff out there. This is just the first stage, okay? Just wanna make sure everybody's eating properly and not losing weight like I did. It was amazing, okay? Love you guys.